Small Town Scuttlebutt.
You're an open book, right? We can talk about everything. You're out of work right now.
Yeah.
You're looking for a job.
Yeah.
And what? But
Yeah.
you're using the opportunity to just lean into comedy.
Yeah,
as you
I've
said.
become a welfare queen relying off of the state for my unemployment and my severance pay.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you to the government. I literally would not be able to do anything right now. And my company had just like mass layoffs, and that's completely not my fault.
So you weren't let go as much as your position was eliminated.
My position was eliminated, yes, as they said.
Good,
That's
good.
what made me so
Makes you feel better.
aggravated was that I remember like 2 weeks before, so there was already there was 3 like rounds of layoffs before I got laid off. And I remember I had a really good meeting with a client of mine 2 weeks before, and it went so well that they like wrote my boss a really good email about me. Everyone was complimenting me the next day over how I did such a good job. I'm like, I'm so safe. Like, I'm in. Like, I did such a good job, and everyone's complimenting me. And then a week or two later, I get laid off. And then when I got laid off on the call, it's like my boss.
Yeah.
And then the head of HR. And I was like, because I'm getting fired, while I'll be getting severance. And they're like, no. You did not get fired. Your position was eliminated. I was like, what kind of term is
What?
And then what else did they say?
So you would have gotten severance otherwise.
No, I did get severance. They were saying like, because I said the word fired and I wasn't being fired, I'm just also losing my job. But in my head, any time that you lose your job, you got fired.
Sure.
And
there's semantics try to sugarcoat the situation. At the end of the day, you still don't have anywhere to go from 9 to 5 tomorrow.
Yeah. And because when you get fired, you don't get severance because you usually get fired because you did something very bad. And I didn't do anything bad, so I got severance. So that does make sense. But it was funny because I was like, I had asked my boss that Tuesday if my position was safe because of just everything bad that was going on. And he was like, yeah, you're totally fine. So on the call that following Monday, I was like, but last week you told me I was safe. And then the HR lady was like, no. We here at Big Time Company move very fast. You cannot be asking him these kinds of questions. Like, wow. Okay, well, I think they both also just got laid off.
Oh, you see, yeah.
The person that got me the job just got laid off too. So
do you want to mention the company that you were laid off from?
No.
Do you want to mention the sector in which you work?
Yeah, it was fintech. So they got, and like fintech is just, I mean, AI is completely taking over. So what's crazy too was I remember how much AI just completely takes over every single conversation to the point where it's like, what's the dang point? Like, I wasn't alive for the .com bubble, but when I read about it, that is nothing compared to what's going on now. Like, do you know the company Allbirds, what happened to them yesterday?
No.
So Allbirds is a shoe company. Do you know what they...
no, I don't. I'm not
Okay.
familiar.
Just like nerdy San Francisco, like kind of ugly sneakers that were trending for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Like a while back. Business hasn't been booming anymore because there's way better, like, cool work appropriate shoes. Like, people always wear like those shoes now, or like On Clouds or wicked cute, like Golden Gooses. Like, there's like other nice shoe brands now, and Allbirds are kind of really ugly. So they're doing terrible. So without like I read the article, without like a true formal business plan, they're like, we're AI now. Shoe brand is AI. Their stock price like 5 days ago was at $2 or $3 a share. It jumped over 700% in one day. Just by them being like, we're an AI company. I think they're going to be doing search optimization stuff, but it's like, what? Like, you're a shoe company. We just throwing around this term way too much.
They basically fired production, distribution, all that innovation, and then they were just like, we're just going to go all in marketing. Everyone can go except for you two AI people. Just start.
Yeah. And it's like their stock grew so much in a day because I feel like also the people that run companies also tend to be very old. And then, I mean, a lot of them know what's going on, but a lot of them also don't. And I feel like just the term AI is thrown around so much that they don't, like my friends' parents that own companies, a lot of them, I feel like they don't know what they're talking about when they talk about AI.
Just by listening to them?
Yeah, I love them. They're very smart, but I still don't fully know what's going on with AI.
So this is interesting because I feel like there's a lot of generational perspective. Like, I'm going to be 50. I'm Gen X. What are you, Gen Z?
Yeah. 25.
25. Gen Z. Jesus, I'm twice your age. It's funny. I remember in 2000, going to 2000 or 2001, there was the Y2K issue. Do you ever hear about that?
Yeah, where
in your
all
history
the
class?
ATMs and only like 3. It only happened to 3.
I don't even know if it
machines.
happened if it happened to anything, but no, it wasn't just ATMs. It was all computer systems that were going to be able to not handle the 0 turning into a, or the 99 turning into a 00 or whatever, and it's going to be a catastrophic shutdown, and nothing happened. But now that I'm older and wiser, I look back and I'm like, I wish everything happened. I wish all the computers just died, because now we're going to be dead,
and also
because of the robots.
Like the stock market lately has been so crazy, which obviously is mostly because of the gas prices too. But I feel like last year there was a pretty big like AI bubble issue, and I think it's going to happen again because it's starting to bounce back. But I mean, I'm not retiring anytime soon, but I would be concerned if I was.
Were you using AI at work?
Yeah, I was. It's definitely helpful for a lot of things. I loved it for organizing Excel files, for putting a lot of information together at once. I didn't appreciate that it's being used for things beyond what it should be useful for, period. Like, there was a man that was a couple steps above me that was making quadruple what I make, and you could just tell that he was responding to all my emails with ChatGPT. It's like, okay, then like, let me just talk to Mr. ChatGPT. I don't want to talk to you. Like, it's weird how much it's being used, but I do love it for things like, I said, like Excel organization and stuff like that. But like it creating I'm making a sponsor video right now for this company, and the script that they sent me was just like copy paste ChatGPT. Like, they didn't even take out like the ChatGPT said thing at the top, and I'm like, okay, sure, as long as you pay me, whatever. And the script is awful. It's so bad. So sorry.
Did you give any like feedback? Like, hey, as the talent you've retained to do this, I have some input. It's like, can I punch it up?
They really because
they
like
it.
Like one of my other friends that does a lot of sponsored videos, he has the same issue where when you give feedback or if you try to put your personality into things, they will just not like it. So you just take your money and go.
Ironic, because
that's why
they're hiring you because of what they've seen, which is the personality and the presentation and the disposition. So it's like, well, we only want it to a point. We want to control it.
Yeah, it's like a controlled thing. Yeah,
that's funny. I use it for one thing that's my brain can't. It's too much of like. You know what dates you have shows on, and then you want to like email or text or message a book or someone like, oh, these are my availabilities.
Yeah.
I wish I could just be like, these are the dates I'm not available, right? Because it's easy. You already have them there. But like, I'll span out like 3 months. I'm like, here's my schedule. Here's my, what's my availability. And then it'll put it together. And I'm like, I got that. That usually used to be a little bit of a laborious task. And then also if I have to, send a uncomfortable email, I'll write it as I naturally would, knowing that it's not soft around the edges, and I'm just being brutally honest. Like, this is what I think, and then I'm like, just clean it up for.
Be kind.
Be nice. Have some empathy, and then I send it. So it's kind of like your coworker. Was he like my age too?
He was younger than you, but he was definitely in his 40s, like early 40s, I'd say.
And he's like, I'm probably safer if I have a filter, and this thing can do it.
He also drove a Jeep truck, so his life is a mess, obviously. The Jeep trucks didn't get enough hate because the Jeep trucks came out.
I don't even know what a Jeep truck is.
Yes, you do. It's literally... Oh my God, they're so ugly.
Is it called a Gladiator?
Came out 2 years before, or like a year before the Cybertruck. Oh, I don't have service in your basement because they're gonna kill me later.
Well, I'll look it up.
The Jeep trucks came out right before the Cybertruck came out, and we just did not have energy to hate on both at the same time. So we hated on the Jeep truck for a moment, and then the Cybertruck came, and now it's just, you can't stop. I mean, it's addicting.
I feel like I saw a bunch of Cybertrucks, and then I just didn't.
They're everywhere in Boston. There's one on my street, and I'm like, I don't live in a nice area, and neither does that person because I've seen their house. And it's just funny that you have like a giant Cybertruck outside. There's a couple, my family's from Quincy, and there's like a couple businesses in Quincy that have turned it into their advertising car.
Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, I do know what you're talking about. The Jeep Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a Jeep with just an extended bed in the back. And
Yeah.
I honestly don't mind like the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I've always thought that was a nice looking.
It's a pretty it's a nice work car. It's a nice we get
it doesn't. It's not flashy. It's not understated. It just looks like,
and it's nice. Yeah,
it's a nice vehicle, and it's priced right. And but the Jeep culture, like the Wranglers, the 4x4s. I'm done trying to understand the psyche of the people with the rubber duckies on the dashboard.
Every girl in my friend group has a Jeep, so besides me, and they love their rubber ducky movement.
I mean, I get the movement. It's like, oh, I see another. But the thing is, isn't the concept? Yeah. Oh, there's another Jeep person in the parking lot. Let me go gift them a rubber ducky. It'll make their day. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're just a taker. I can tell by the fact that you have 43 of these things. You don't give them away. You just collect them. You know what I mean? Like, what's it say? Shouldn't you just have like 2? One for you and one to give away.
I also just can't love the idea of thinking of everyone in a fender bender, and it's just like
yes
at the same time.
Yeah,
I think the Rubicon is really nice, and I like driving it when I drive my friends' cars, and I like the setup on the inside, but they got very expensive after COVID, so I think that would be my next car once I get
which one?
The Rubicon.
The Rubicon.
Like the larger Wrangler.
Okay,
so they have the fatter wheels.
Yeah.
It's just...
You take the doors off in the summer and drive around the Cape?
Yeah. And my boyfriend is so tall, and I drive a RAV4 now. He literally is like this in the front seat. And it's not small. He's just Shaq dimensions. Poor guy.
No shit.
He's 6'9".
No way.
I know.
6'9".
It's crazy.
How tall are you? You're
5'10".
5'10". Oh,
Guys always think that I literally made a skit about this. Guys always think that I'm taller because men lie about their height so much that when they see me, they're like, "You can't be 5'10", because every guy I know that says that they're 5'10" isn't actually 5'10". They're 5'8". When I was single.
Yeah.
This was during COVID. I went on a date with this guy, and he loved stand-up comedy. I didn't even mention to him that I did comedy. I just said that I love Tim Dillon and Bill Burr, and he was like, "Awesome, we had the same music taste." And it said as bad that he was 5'10". I've also dated men shorter than me. It said as bad that he was 5'10". Right before he's taking me out to a nice dinner date, to in DC. Right before we're about to go, he texts me and he goes, "By the way, just so you know, I'm not actually 5'10", like I said on my profile. I'm actually 5'8".
Ugh.
And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going." And then he was like, "Why? Because I'm short. Nice guys finish last." I was like, "No." And then he started yelling at me, and I was like, "No, because why would I go on a date with someone that would lie about something as insignificant as their height? Women really don't care about height."
That's not true.
I think that
so many of you guys are shallow, and you know it.
No, I'm not. I've dated people shorter than me.
Yeah, no, you're an anomaly.
I lucked out, but I did people shorter than me. Yeah. I ended up winning in the end. I know. I can't even talk about it. But I met Dave I met my boyfriend when he was sitting down, so you can say it.
So he was only 5'10" at the time.
I know. When he's sitting down and I'm standing up, we're literally the same height. He is when we're in public, strangers stop to take pictures of him. We went to Taco Bell recently, and the cashier was 6'5", and he was like, "Dude, I need a picture with you." And
okay, so this is probably a question you get asked all the time. So let me rephrase it. How often is this guy asked if he plays college basketball or he had some kind of...
He played college volleyball, so then ugh, not as cool. Ugh.
Yeah, volleyball. Oh.
He's really good at volleyball, but he, I think we're both huge basketball fans, so I think our kids will definitely play basketball.
Yeah.
I want my daughter to go to UConn and my son to go to Duke.
They could both go to UConn and both win championships.
True,
there together.
And then everyone from Jordan's Furniture
gets free furniture.
I think that the lawyers of Jordan's Furniture did some nasty inside deal with someone.
Well, they get a good insurance coverage. Yeah. Some insurance is in on. I mean, it's great if everyone won. They spent money. I don't know. You do it enough times. They do this every year. If the Red Sox do this, or if the Bruins do that, then it's free for everyone. And if it hits at one time, it's but big picture, this was a good marketing concept.
And especially because we got so close this year, because I think the last time they got close was 2007-ish, if I might be wrong on that, but it's totally worth it. But what was funny to me is they always do these crazy odds ones. Like they're usually never this. To me, I was like, wow, this is literally feasible.
Yeah.
Like these are two amazing teams. This is actually feasible.
Right.
But
Right. Did you play basketball?
I wasn't that good. I'm actually a really good rower, so I rowed.
Oh, so my brother.
Yeah, I love rowing. I love people that row. It's a very like hardworking vibe sport. Every one of my rowing friends is super smart, like super successful, except for me. And they're all extremely tall. So I did love rowing.
I get it. My brother's 6'2",
Yeah.
225 when he was in his prime with the six pack, and he was on the UNH crew team. And it is grueling. It was 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
For 2 hours and 6 in the evening for 2 hours, and then you go do weights. He said if he wasn't in class or in the skull, then he was in the dining commons, sitting with like mixed with the football players having eating contests.
You
like,
could eat like I could eat 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
And I was 137 pounds and I'm 5'10". Like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Right, you're just burning that off.
And now, like, if I eat 1,500 calories a day, I like gain 10 pounds. Like, it's crazy how much your body can handle with that sport. It's amazing. You also throw up a lot during practice.
Do you really?
Well, I like a lot of my friends would, because you get so sick and you push yourself like to the end.
Yeah.
Like practicing, not during a race, but like practice. Like you get so sick.
I get it. I've done that like when I ran cross country. You just see the finish. You just know it's like, this is pain. This sucks. It's going to be over soon. I'll deal with it. And then you get to the end, and then there's two people throwing up that gave it everything they got. You know, you're like cramped or whatever.
I think when I get because I live so close to the Charles and there's a lot of rowing clubs. When I like resettle at my next job, I'm definitely going to sign up for a women's rowing team again because it's so beautiful. The Charles, Cambridge.
You have to do it really early, right? When the water is. I don't know how that works. It must be temperature or something, but how come the Charles can be glass at like 6 in the morning?
Well, the wind too, and
but isn't it windy in the morning? I mean, I try not to get up at 6, so I wouldn't.
It's usually less windy. I actually don't know the reasoning for that, but afternoon practices got canceled definitely more than morning practices because of wind.
Yeah, you got like white caps and stuff, and it's like, what happened to the nice?
I am not Kevin Lemanowitz from Fox News. I do not know the weather report.
Can I just say something about the 5'10" thing? Because it's funny that you brought that up. That number.
And another thing, yes.
Yeah, and another thing. One more thing. By the way, I'm 5'9", and I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm 5'9". I feel like I'm average.
Yeah.
You know, like through and through. If I was any shorter, I'd be like, oh, you know. But it was not until I heard about this 5'10" is the bar. Like that's a cutoff for a lot of women. I've heard on the dating apps.
Well, you're married, so it's over.
It is right, and I don't care. But I'm understanding that men are lying and saying 5'10" because women are on their profiles, aren't they saying like, or they won't. If you're 5'10" or above, your success rate's going to go up.
Well. But
more
then
than
don't lie about, you actually, what all of my friends, like I feel like find most attractive, a lot of my friends are in law school, a lot of them are like very successful consultants, whatever the hell that means, and one of my friends is like in dental school and she's super successful. All they care about is if the guy is educated and if they have a good job. That's what my friends care about.
And they're physically attracted to them.
Yeah, but like they would rather, I think like a lot of women would rather a guy that's like hardworking and educated and just like has a nice smile. Like my friend's boyfriend, and they're about to get engaged. He's awesome. He's not that tall, but he's super educated. Yeah. He went to Harvard and MIT. He's not that tall. And he's like the best person ever. He's such a catch.
Yeah.
And she's really beautiful. So he's a lucky guy.
Good for them. If I was on the dating apps, I would tell people, and if I was like 5'10" or whatever, I would tell people I would put myself out there as 5 foot 11 inch and 15, 16, just like one little, because I think that would be funny to be like, didn't quite make it.
Or just wear your shoe lifts the whole time. Like even if you go like, even when you guys get back to the apartment, she's like, take off your shoes. And you're like, I can't.
We could talk about our algorithms. The advertising I get.
Yeah, what do you get?
Hair loss and those shoe risers.
No way.
It's like I go on. It's like, okay, I'm balding and I'm short. Thanks. And then there's like the tight, those like Spanx kind of things.
Yeah.
I get some of those sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you get?
The men's Spanx or the women's Spanx?
Well, it's a deviation. It's the concept, but just other brands, that are doing it with a more athletic cut or longer in the torso, so it doesn't roll up, and it shows like this fat guy with like
I saw
who looks
that.
like Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, dude, this is like egregiously exaggerating. Us. I mean, yeah, I'm not a vain person. I mean, I shower, I shave usually.
For a male comedian, showering is rare. So thank you for showering.
There is a low bar, isn't there?
There really is.
Like I see so many comics. You know what I see in guys on stage? I see dirty clothes.
Oh
I'm
gosh.
like, that sweatshirt's been worn at least 9 times before its last wash, since its last wash.
The funniest people are also the craziest. So I guess that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
It's so
What
funny.
sucks is when you look like a slob and you're not getting it,
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you
And then you're like, Sarah Fitz, the girl stole my spot. The one girl on the lineup stole my spot, not the 7 other guys. I like when
do
that
you hear
happens.
that?
I've heard about people saying that behind my back, and I've heard other guys
No
just say
shit.
it about girls in general too. Like if there's like a lineup of 5 guys and 1 girl,
Mhm.
and you're mad that the girl stole your spot and not the 5 guys, and they also didn't steal your spot, they got chosen to that spot. Like
Mhm.
that is weird. What I noticed, because I started comedy in DC and then I was in New York, like the DC comedy community, I mean, I haven't been there in a couple of years, but like no one really gossips, and I've noticed that like the Boston comedy community kind of gossips a lot.
I noticed too, and I
There's
feel
also a lot of political fighting. Like in DC, we're all on the same side.
Mhm.
And here there's like these bookers like are so different, or like a lot of the comics are so different from each other that I feel like that's where a lot of like the infighting comes from, I've noticed.
Interesting. I just assume
Especially now.
all people in entertainment are liberal, Democrat, and I don't think I've really met. I think conservatives nowadays in today's environment, especially in Boston, the Massachusetts, they just kind of keep it to themselves.
Yeah. I think there's a lot in the Boston scene for sure, though. Like in the Boston comedy
Really?
scene. Yes.
Do you just know this from personal interaction? You get a vibe, or do you hear it in the stand-up?
Hear it in the stand-up, people fighting about it in the Facebook page.
Boston,
I love that
Boston Comedians Part 2?
Yeah, I love that Facebook page.
Backgrounder, it's called Boston Comedians Part 2 because the original Boston Comedians group got shut down because of
infighting,
and that's
I wasn't even there for that.
Yeah,
I moved back here.
Yeah, I came in late too, so that's what I've heard.
That's so funny.
So I go there to see like who's booking stuff, what's coming up, is there a show to go check out?
Yeah,
and then I'm off. I've never ever posted on that thing. I won't subject myself to some. No offense, but when you're 50, you don't want to hear shit from like a 26-year-old telling you, how life is. I'm like, or you're doing your comedy. Like, I don't give a fuck what you think, and I just feel like you open yourself up to that.
My favorite thing is getting unsolicited advice. That's like my favorite is, and I'm like, why would I get unsolicited advice from you? I remember I love this comedian, Judy Gold. I like literally idolize her. She's so funny.
Yeah.
I opened for her at Off Cabot like 2 months ago, and she's someone anyone should take advice from. She's extremely successful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Judy, what's your biggest piece of advice for me? Because she's been doing comedy for 40 years. And she was like, do not take anyone's advice. That's the only advice you need. And she meant it. So I'm taking her advice.
Did you take that advice?
That's the one advice I
Except
take.
for this piece of advice.
She's a very successful person, so she knows what she's talking about. And she's right. Like, I was telling her about how this, like, one time, like, a couple months ago, my friends Iris, Caroline, and we all drove up to the North Shore for this, like, open mic. And this guy was like, oh, I've heard so many good things about you. Like, I can't wait to see your set at an open mic, which is where you, like, bomb anyways and whatever. I do fine. Again, it's an open mic. I walk off stage. He's like, come over here. And I think he's going to compliment me because I'm dumb. And he's like, immediately, like, opens up his notepad and gives me feedback. And I was no.
Did you say that really? You were like,
I was just like, thanks, like, whatever. Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
I feel like there's two kinds of advice. There's that kind of shitty advice that's like, I got this figured out. I can. but no one can tell you how to be you. And if you're not your authentic self, then you're just kind of a poser, and you're not. I think people will see that. You know what I mean? But the stuff I do like to look at is like I just like to know what people are doing, like tips and tricks. Like, how do you write a joke? How do you, Kathy Ferris is one of my friends, mentor, and
she's right there.
Oh yeah, she's on one of our shows. She used to be a co-host of this show too. She lives down the road.
I love Kathy.
She's my neighbor.
Oh my god! Wait, I didn't even know that. That's so funny.
Yeah, we should go over her house.
I'll knock on her door.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, but I just liked how her writing style is. She'll just free write. And then she'll go through the prose and just highlight or underline the ha-has. And then she'll just throw it all away, and then she'll just stitch those. That's, and I just kind of like that concept. Other people like to do columns and lists, like think of all the words that associate with this. And there's different ways to do it, and I still don't have like a set way to write. Do you?
Yes.
What's your writing style?
So when I think of something immediately, if I'm out and about, I'll just write it down. Like, say I want to write something about like pencils, I'll just put like pencil joke. Remember when I was sitting like yesterday, and then I'll like have that memory. Yeah. And I'll just write that, and I'll know what it means. And then I have like a proper sit down writing time where I'll like sit down on my laptop and take all my notes from my notes app, and then translate them all out and try to tell the story, and then I'll write it, and then I'll underline the punchline, and then I'll revisit it a couple times. But that works very well for me, because
when you say write it out, you're trying to write it out as you would be delivering it on stage,
like full grammatically correct, full sentences.
Here's my setup.
Punctuation.
Here's my punch.
Yes.
Tighten it. Take that word out. Whatever.
But I'm also like a younger comic. Like, I know a lot of comics are like way better than I am, and have been doing it forever. They don't need to do that. I do. I've gotten better at being faster at memorizing things, but I'm not at the level yet where I can Louis C.K. myself into a really good set. Like, I just can't tell like a joke from my head and go. I can't do that.
Yeah, I know some comics that can do that. I know a couple guys that when they say they write, it's all, they don't physically write anything.
Yeah.
And they've never written out a joke. And I'm like, you've never written it down? He's like, no, it's just all in my head.
No,
I'm like, how do you?
I'm such a rule follower too, with like timing. I can't. Yeah, I'm the same way. I cannot do that. But good for them. Good for them.
How disciplined are you with your writing?
I think the past 2 years, I've gotten so much better at being disciplined about it. So I usually put aside Sunday mornings, and then because that's when none of my friends are free to hang out, and my boyfriend's still asleep because he had a long week at school. And then I'm just like, okay, I can be alone, write it down, whatever. And I've definitely gotten better at like having a set schedule. It's usually Sunday mornings.
So you sit in front of your laptop for what, an hour or 2 hours?
Yeah, like an hour or 2 hours, and then whatever. And then like a couple of days leading up to a bigger show, I will rewrite everything so I have it memorized properly.
And how do you do your memorizing? Do you just
literally rewrite everything? Like, it will be like, I'm like doing 40 minutes today. Like, I have like 9 pages of just notes I just have that I like rewrote.
So you write from your notes, you rewrite out the same stuff?
Yeah.
Because the actual thought, hand, pen, paper process is sort of
helps you memorize. Yeah.
It's because you're totally locked in.
It's a fact. Yeah. And I remember one of my favorite teachers ever, Miss Rakoven in high school, my English teacher, she was like, she did not allow our school gave us laptops.
Yeah.
Shout out private school. Our school gave us laptops, and she wouldn't let us use them in the class, and kids would get annoyed by it. But she was like, no, it's because when you write things down with your hands, like, and she showed us like the studies that all like our teachers had to look at, and it helps so much more with memorizing. So that fact, whether it's true or not, it's definitely true, has stuck with me forever. So I write down things thanks to Miss Rakoven.
That's funny. To be honest, I do it too. And we didn't talk about it. It has I don't have photographic memory, but when you're up on stage, it's like I wrote that down. I remember, you remember writing it down.
Yeah.
I totally understand. I get whatever that data she was sharing with, I totally believe it.
Yeah, believe women.
Because, you were talking about being a woman in comedy, hearing Sarah stole my spot thing.
Yeah, and I hear from like them talking about other girls too. Like it's definitely like I'm not some like big shot. Like they say it about other girls.
Yeah,
too.
I just feel like it's situational. It's like you're the token girl in this story of my plight. You know what I mean? You're on one of my shows that I do at Seventh Wave Brewery here in Medfield. I do it monthly, first Thursday of the month. You should come out. It's a great show. Wasn't it a great show? Awesome. But I don't like bring a woman on like, oh, I need a woman, check the box. You know, I've been told, like, I had 2 women on a show, and a table full of like middle-aged women after the show came over to me to tell me how appreciative they were for those 2 women comics, because they loved them, and they identify, and I was just like,
yeah,
it rounds out, like, comedy's so subjective,
and it's supposed to be diverse. Yeah, and like a black man's life is completely different from a gay white woman's life, or like a very old guy's life. Like having the diversity in a lineup also makes the storytelling for everyone better. Like me as a woman, if I just saw me as a straight white woman, if I just saw 5 straight white women on stage, I'd be like, well, this is getting boring. It's the same joke 10 times. So it's good to have a different, like I don't, and it's only, this was not a thing in DC or especially New York, but like even in DC, which like it doesn't have a huge scene, but I'd say it's like pretty great. Like it was always like a very rounded out lineup, like almost always. Yeah. But here it's like usually almost the same guy. So that's probably why the girls were so shocked and happy.
Interesting.
And complimentary.
I did a show at Nick's like the other weekend, and it was it just worked out. There's four of us, and we're all white guys. It's not by design. It's just circumstantial, I think, at that point, because I just showed up and was put on. Like, but I think if you're trying to curate a good lineup, you should have a mix in there. But your point about 5 white women on a show, I see so many of these all women shows that are supporting women come out. You know, what do you think of those kind of shows?
I think that's really good, because there's like, if you want to see an all male show, go like anywhere on a Wednesday, honestly. Like, and I think that also a lot of those like all women shows are like for like the girls, gays, and theys, and like it's just like good for them. Like there's like a lot of like, I have a couple of friends who are LGBT, and they will do like gay shows that like I would never be invited on because I am not that. So then they have their own gay shows, and those people have the same experiences, so it's more fun. It's like how there's like, I don't know, like there's like black rooms, there's like having gay shows. It's just like it's a theme shared experience. It's like they're not stealing anyone's opportunities, and I think that the audience gets more excited about that because they can all like be on theme talking about something that everyone in the entire audience signed up to buy a ticket for. Like,
yeah, it's a very it's a niche that's being
like there's like there'll be like the like Latinx nights I've seen, like they'll have like Latino nights. I've seen like Asian American like shows. Never been invited on those, but but it's people buy the ticket knowing like, hey, they're gonna talk about growing up Asian in America, like, or I don't know, stuff like that. So yeah,
gotcha. Cool. Well, we were texting about like what to talk about. Switch gears. We can talk about anything. This is a loose convo, but it's like playoff sports time.
I know.
And you're a Celtics fan.
Celtics 76ers.
Is that your big sport?
That's
basketball?
my big team, yeah. Because, well, first of all, how could you not love this team right now? Second of all, I grew up in a baseball family. My father played semi-professional baseball. My brother is a very good baseball player. I grew up in a baseball house. There's baseball history books all over my home. But like, I'm very disappointed with how the Red Sox are handling their business. I'm a very team first, fan first fan base, which is why people like, I don't know, like Robert Kraft more, or like he always says, I'm a fan first. Like, if I saw John Henry at Girl 23, I'd have to throw my martini at him.
Is that funny? Because he brought us 3 or 4 World Series. How many did he?
Yeah, but like perhaps by like luck and circumstance. I mean, obviously he spent the money for a minute, but now he cares about other business ventures. Like, he does not care about the team.
Well, he bought the Pittsburgh Penguins, which we're crossing over sports.
Yeah.
But still, Pittsburgh's fan base
is completely different.
Is a contradiction to a Boston fan base. Doesn't matter what sport, because a Pittsburgh Penguins fan is also a Pittsburgh Pirates fan and a Steelers fan, and we don't like those teams.
No, and it's also
it makes you feel icky, doesn't it?
When you're a billionaire, congratulations, you have won capitalism. It is over. You have won.
Yeah.
When you buy a team like that and you want to use it to make yourself mega, mega, mega rich and not like well loved by the community that you grew up in, you're totally bound to get hate. Like, he could die a legend in Boston. We need to rename Yaki Way anyways. So, like, him just choosing to put his pocket first when he's already won capitalism as a billionaire is so weird to me. Like, if I was that rich and powerful, I would want to invest in my team so hard so that everyone loved me and like respected me and the team did well. Like, we are top 3 most iconic baseball teams, and
we're the top what?
Like 3 most iconic baseball teams.
Oh, sure.
Like 100%.
What
and
you'd say? Well, yeah, like Red Sox, Yankees, Cubs, or Dodgers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cubs or Dodgers, like tied for 3rd, of course. But
St. Louis Cardinals would be after that.
Yeah, like iconic teams.
Tampa Bay Rays.
You're
Just kidding.
you're just ruining your legacy. I don't get it. There's so many other ways if you're a billionaire to make money, and choosing to have $30 beers. Like Dave and I, like my boyfriend and I, we can't afford to like go out to like a Red Sox game on a Tuesday anymore. But my father, when he was 18, would sneak into Fenway all the time.
Yeah.
Like all the time. And he would get like, he would have really fun. Like, I just, it's so different now. It's so expensive. Like a family of 5, even going to like any sports game now is so crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I went when I was in high school and got our driver's license. I lived up in Concord, New Hampshire, so Boston was like about an hour drive away. It was a big thing when you're 17 to get the
Go
keys
to the Red
to the
Sox.
car.
Yeah.
Well, me and my friend were like, "Wow, independence! We're going to the city."
Yeah.
And now we're going. We would get bleacher seats, and I have the stubs, $7-8.
Yeah.
So let's just say $8 for under $10. You could buy a seat to see the Red Sox and the Yankees. And it was like, now those tickets are going for like 100 or whatever.
It's way more. It's so
In the
aggravating.
bleachers?
Yeah,
Ugh.
like awful seats.
Yeah.
Like we almost went to a game recently, and for bleacher seats on a Thursday was like $75, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And I went to college in DC, so we would always go see the Wizards play the Celtics. The entire audience would be green.
Really?
Duh. Like
Yeah, it's a
no one's a
transient
Wizard.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and no one's a Wizards fan because they're awful.
Yeah.
And we would see the Celtics play for $30. I'm like, this is awesome. Or like the Nats had wicked cheap seats. Again, I know they're not as big as the Red Sox, but like the Caps are a very good hockey team, and the tickets were way cheaper than the Bruins tickets are. And that's like, I was in college right when the Caps won.
And they have Alex Ovechkin,
I
which
know.
is like an icon. Like,
Yeah.
just right there, you should boost
Way
the ticket sales
cheaper,
$20 or something.
It's definitely like obviously like a here, New York, and LA issue. So it is frustrating because like when I go to smaller sports cities, like I like into some Ravens games, it's here. It's here.
Yeah.
It's cray. It's just annoying because I want to see like more families and not like rich guys from Miami with rollies in the front.
I hear
on
you.
the floor.
I hear you. So my brother and I and my son, we're going to go to a Bruins game this year. I looked at the last game of the season, the tickets just for like mediocre 3rd row balcony between the blue lines. It's a good seat, but it was like $135. And then I was like, oh, playoffs.
Plus beer.
Yeah, the playoffs, it was it almost tripled. It was like, now it's a $300 seat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for one goddamn hockey game,
I know.
2.5 hours of my time will be entertained for the price of, it was ridiculous. Then you got the parking, then you got the food, then your kid wants the jersey or the hat.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Bruins? You like the Bruins?
I don't follow them that much, but I know that they're doing well.
I feel like
Sorry.
You know
my
what,
brother and my dad are big Bruins fans. I just stopped following them like after high school. I played hockey for a little bit. But
oh, you did?
No, I was not good at it. So sorry.
That was my sport. That's
That was
what
your
I played.
sport, Bruins. Yeah.
Yeah, that trophy up there, that's my first place trophy. I peaked in, I scored the game winner in the championship game. 1984, I peaked in like 3rd grade.
Oh my God. I was like, wait a minute. Because my parents graduated in 86 and they're 8 years older than you. So I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, and you guys gotta go to the Mets game when you go to New York. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're Mets fans because my grandfather, my family's from New York originally, and my grandfather growing up hated the Yankees, which I admire and respect, especially since he's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
He knew better to like those guys. And he hated them so much that, like, I forget which team left first, the Dodgers or the Giants. I know the Giants left in 55. I don't remember when Dodgers did. I don't know. But what I do know is this. When one of those teams left and went to California, my grandfather was like, okay, I'm going to go jump over to the Dodgers now.
Yeah.
And then when the Dodgers left, he's like, well, I'm going to jump. No, I'm not going to jump over to the Yankees. So he sat out. He was just like, I'm just a baseball fan.
Wait, that's so funny.
And then 1962, the Mets came into town, and he was already like, I got my Bennett. I got my hat. I don't even know these guys, but they're my team. And it was like the family. He was so humble about it because they're kind of a laughable franchise.
Yeah.
Like historically, there's a lot of,
especially when they're competing with the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they have some follies in their past. So he would always talk about it. But I said to him before he passed away, I said, Gramps, I'm gonna carry on the family tradition and raise my kids as Mets fans.
Oh.
He told me that I was an idiot and that's child abuse.
As you're wearing a Red Sox hat.
Yeah. But the Mets are kind of a likable team, and I'm going to New York City this week with my son.
Yeah.
And I want to take him to a Mets game. He doesn't want to go.
You're just gonna have to take him just to see the stadium. I love seeing an old stadium too. So just make him go for the.
Well,
stadium.
Citi Field isn't that old. It's
how old is it?
20 years.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was way older.
No, think of the Shea Stadium that was there before them.
Where Billy Joel performed. I listen to that album all the time, the Shea Stadium album.
Oh,
it's like a live recording of him at Shea Stadium.
Yeah, okay.
Good album.
Yeah. I like Shea Stadium. You sit up, you can almost touch the landing gear of the 747 flying over you. It's literally like, this is not dangerous. Like,
It's so dangerous. I know. I love that kind of stuff.
Just breathing in the chemtrails, I don't know. Let's see. What else? What did you want to talk? Like, have you been on a podcast before?
Yeah, I've been on like 4 or 5.
No shit.
Yeah, I've been on 3 in the past month of Boston Comics.
Wow.
I had so much fun with I did the Perfect Crime Pod. That was really fun with Nate and Joe.
What's that one?
You just talk about if you could get away with any crime, what would you do? I just said own a box turtle farm because they're illegal in Massachusetts.
A what farm?
Box turtle farm.
Oh,
because I had a box turtle growing up, and they're for no reason illegal in Massachusetts. Like, they're not harmful, they're not invasive. I don't know why, but that's what we did. It was good. You should ask to be on it. I love getting like a random DM when you run a show or like run a podcast. Like, hey, we've never met before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to be on your podcast.
Yeah. Do you do that? Do you solicit like?
No, I get that for like booking shows and stuff, but I know that my friends that run podcasts will like make videos, just be like, hi, can we do something together?
Oh, cool. Yeah. My deviant act in Massachusetts, I have a golf bag, but there's no clubs in it. It's just packed with fireworks.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm just like, I'll throw that in the back of the car, and wherever we are, we'll just,
That's awesome.
And it's because I am defying that dumb law. This is the United States of America. We're turning 250, and you're telling me I can't light fireworks? Go fuck yourself.
In New
Seriously.
Hampshire. That's you being Mr. New Hampshire.
That's
right
Mr.
there.
Live Free or Die in me, and you can't take it out of me. And if I have a friend, one of my fraternity brothers lives.
Not you talking about fraternity brothers when you're 50.
Yeah,
it never ends.
Because you know why? You make your best friends in college. Agree or disagree?
Yeah. Oh, you make your agree. My best friend's from college.
Yeah.
In high school, but I also I had a really good high school friend group.
Yeah. I could have just said my friend, but I do acknowledge that he was a fraternity brother.
He's so much more than a friend. He's seen you have to be hazed.
He's a frat bro. Yeah.
No,
I hazed him. Anyway, he does a super huge fireworks show.
Mm-hmm.
I won't mention the town he lives in, but the town just looks the other way.
My family does the same thing.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even try to be discreet about it.
Yeah, if your show's good enough, the town doesn't care because it's.
I'm telling you, it's a thing. It's people are known for their thing. Like, Aunt Judy has the best fudge brownies, or Or Bill knows how to really throw a barbecue. This guy throws the 4th of July party with the municipal level quality fireworks show. It's just like boom, boom, boom. He's lighting up all these cannons that are just throwing these things up. And the streets are like, it's a public street. It's not like a little residential. Lined up, 20 cars each side. You know what's going on. And then,
whatever. The town's happy that everyone's coming together.
And no one's dropping a dime either.
Yeah.
It's like, let's just have some fun.
You can probably connect on with this, but I find so interesting as someone that doesn't have kids yet but I had a brother that was very, very, very good at sports, is the club sports catastrophe that's going on, where now your kid has to be like the town sport, the sport that costs like $5,000 a quarter. You used to spend thousands of dollars traveling. Like my brother is a very good baseball player and a very good hockey player. And I didn't see my my parents on the weekends, they were just traveling with him all the time for sports, and he's really good at it. He got to go to college for free because of it, but it's like, it's crazy seeing everybody does it now. Like if you want to be like, I feel like all like the popular kids, like you just have to be like good at a sport, and the parents like out compete with each other and they fight with each other about it. And it's like ruining also like family dynamics. I feel like on the weekends, like when I see like my cousins that already have kids or whatever, they just spend every weekend traveling for sports. I'm like, don't you guys want to go like hiking or go on a ski trip or like do like, it's so crazy now. The sports stuff is nuts.
I couldn't disagree with you more. I mean, agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. It's obnoxious. And I don't know why we do it. Like your brother is that 1% of the 1% that got the scholarship where
he's
it paid
6'5". Yeah. Like he's a huge person. Yeah.
Right.
But the rest of his team, none of them went to, like most of them did not go to college for sports.
Of course.
And it's crazy hearing people drop at least $15,000 a year. Honestly, I'd guess up to 25 when you do like the Massachusetts stuff with how expensive the state is. I'm like, I would much rather you put that into a college fund for your kid and like just do the town sports. And like sports are all about like learning how to make a connection with someone and build towards something great. And now it's like a status symbol for parents, I feel like.
Yes, totally.
Oh, it's crazy.
It is. Yep. And I feel like I know this to be true because I've talked to some parents, but I'm like, do parents of the better kids kind of distance themselves from the parents of the not as good kids? And like, totally. So it's even like, you're a 50-year-old guy and you're not going to talk to Dave over here because Joey, his kid, is the third stringer. Like, that's pretty damn shallow.
I know. Yeah, that's so weird that you're like in your 50s and you're like that. That's why my kids will be very tall, obviously. So they'll be playing sports, but like I'd much rather, if I had the choice between having a son that was good at sports or good at school, I'd much rather choose a kid that was good at school.
Of course.
And that's why China's winning.
China's winning for a lot of reasons. Have you seen the China TikTok versus USA TikTok?
No, like the laws that we have or something?
No, just the content. Like you look at us, it's like, oh, this is how you eat a Tide Pod. I know it's not a timely reference, but I use it as like the ultimately most dumb thing I've ever seen.
Vibe.
It's like, it's sort of like a catch-all for all the shit. But then you look at like, China TikTok and there's like, this is how you play a piano. This is how you solve the math problem. This is how you design the bridge.
That's so cool though. I know. I love when my TikTok's nerdy too. That's a bummer.
I do too. I try to like.
Nerdy.
Do you ever try to steer the algorithm? Like, oh my God, I got too much Taylor Swift shit on here. I went down the rabbit hole. Get out. And then now I'm like space exploration, Bigfoot.
Yeah, the space stuff has been awesome recently too. So,
are you into that stuff?
Yeah, I think it's great. It's funny that they completely ignored the president when he called. Did you see that?
Did he call him like while they're on their mission?
And like
they let it go to voicemail or
no? So like he's talking to them, and you can tell that they definitely pre-planned this 100%. So all four of them are like, he says something, and then they don't respond for over a minute, and they just like are touching the mic and like passing it because it's in zero gravity and it's just standing in the middle. And they're like, "Did we lose you? Did we lose you?" And he's like, "No, I'm here." And they're like, "We're looking for the control center, like not the president." You could tell that they like pre-planned something. I mean, because they're all scientists and NASA's also defunded, but it's been cool to see. It's been cool to see the space exploration stuff on TikTok more for sure.
Absolutely.
What else were we just talking about? Oh yeah, the sports stuff. It's just like, it's crazy that it's become like a status thing for like towny people too.
Yeah. Well, there's not much going out here.
True.
Also, we don't have problems. So I try to find the silver lining and like, what's the positive? Like, let's stop being negative. Let's look at this and go, things aren't so bad. I feel like if you're this person that we're talking about, or you live amongst it, which I do, then your America is just fine.
Huge. Yeah.
Like, it's great. This is your problem. This is your thing that you're focused on.
You got money for food on the table. You can travel. You can hire an interior decorator.
Yep. Although I did decorate this room myself. 100%.
No, I believe that.
I did.
I believe
what
that.
gave it away? The jackalope?
The interior decorator did not touch this room. I believe you.
No, but they saw the jackalope. I was like, this needs to go somewhere prominent, and they were against it.
They were like, yeah, it can go in the basement in a separate room.
Yeah, you can go have a little podcast. Why don't you go have a little corner? Yeah, I have a podcast studio. I don't have a man cave. I think that man cave terminology is kind of...
I want to do a cool
dumb.
man cave. I collect like old Boston sports memorabilia too, like
Do
old
you
pictures
really?
of Fenway. Yeah, and like so does my boyfriend. Like whenever a Boston sports team wins the championships, his mom gets him the front thing of the Globe. So we have them all like framed and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have these old like bird posters. So when we get a bigger space, we're definitely gonna do like a man cave.
I love that you saved all that stuff because I did that too for a long time.
Yeah.
Boston Globe, newspapers, autographed 8x10 glossies.
It's
people.
so fun.
It is, but then like I don't know. You're 25. I don't know how often you have moved in your life.
Yeah,
But when
many times.
I was gonna say when I was your age, it was like lease is coming up. I don't want to live here anymore.
Bye.
Right? Like were you or are you at that point where it's like an annual tradition? Like get the U-Haul, call a friend. We are moving again. I'm not staying here anymore.
This is my first year since my freshman year of college where I'm renewing a lease. Like, because in freshman year you go to a different dorm, or in college you go to a different dorm every year.
Yeah.
And then I was in DC for a year, and then I was in New York for a year, and then I lived with like my parents again for a minute before I moved in with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So this is and now we're renewing this lease. So this is the first time that
You're stabilizing.
it feels so good.
You
to
got a long-term
stabilize.
commitment.
And they didn't up my rent.
Oh, really?
It's huge. It's huge for us Bostonians. They probably saw my landlord videos and like, okay, she is a mean one. She hates us. So
Let's talk about your social media because it's clever.
thank you.
It's clever. When I saw you the other night, I was laughing about you and two of your friends. Your reel where you're hanging out. Not Sarah Fitz, if you want to follow her, right? It's not Sarah Fitz.
Not Sarah Fitz, yeah.
Well, you guys were just talking about life or whatever, and you said something negative, and then the camera panned over to your friend who went down on the
blow whistle, on the slide whistle. Yeah.
Pew!
Yeah.
And then someone said something positive, and you whoop, and I thought that was so funny. That was the funniest, honestly. Like I think the funniest thing I saw of that day, and and then I follow you and I like your stuff. I don't like doing reels. I feel stupid doing them.
Yeah.
Like I should be writing a joke. Like it's a different medium. Like why do we have to do reels on Instagram like an influencer to get street cred for stage time? Like, oh, how many followers do you have? I have almost like 7,000. I don't think that should have anything to do with what my 10 or 20 minutes sounds like. You know what I mean?
But it's good because I totally agree but people also have to like shift now and whatever. But what was I going to say? People also in the Boston area that follow me that don't follow comedy really at all will just follow me, or maybe like some of my comedy friends will DM me, be like, oh, where are you performing this weekend? So that happens to me a lot.
Oh, so they're like,
yeah.
Maybe I will. So yeah, we are. I guess it's basically they're just commercials for yourself.
Yeah,
that's like what I try to tell myself. It's like you're promoting yourself. You're promoting indirectly, like getting people to go to shows and go out.
And it's just I got a DM. I got 2 DMs yesterday being like, when's the next time you're coming to New York? I'm like, I actually just moved out of New York, but I'll be back in the fall. Like I'll send you the dates. So
nice.
I get it from other like states too and stuff. It totally is free advertisement.
Where do you get your ideas? They just pop in your head, or do you have like thematically? I want to like you've taken on the character of a real estate agent.
Yeah.
That turns crap into like this is great kind of you flip things around. The irony is it's funny. Reactions from people that are in the room. Yeah. That's all clever and funny. Like how do you?
Well,
you're doing it right, like I see your content, I don't roll my eyes and go, what an idiot, like I do with a lot of people that are trying to be funny online. I'm actually like, this is smart, this is funny, this is well put together, like.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because, like that, I'm so angered by the housing crisis in my state, but also in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about all these stories that my friends are telling me where none of us can put money into our savings because rent is so high, and it makes me angry. And I think about how these people just get to sit and collect fat cash from a home that their grandparents bought in 1975 in Southie,
Mm-hmm.
and they're making millions, and they're legit slumlords that get away with it. And that makes me angry, and everyone relates to that. So it's a way for me to also like tell the story of like my like political beliefs and my personal beliefs that like housing is a human right. Like, this is stupid. Like, can we all agree that this is dumb? So making videos like that, I feel like it tells also like the deeper story of like a thing that I'm really angry about. Like, I'm making another video right now about tech billionaires that I think everyone, whether they agree with me politically or not, would be like, oh yeah, this is a huge issue. So it's fun to like talk about a big issue in a silly way so that everyone is on the same page as you.
Is that your biggest issue that you like to mock, or like what are thematically, what do you like to write your jokes around?
Definitely like the man, like the whole, like things like the housing crisis, or things that so many of my people from like my hometown like moved back in with their parents because rent in Boston's too expensive. My parents were like not making fancy money in the 90s, and they both had their own places in the city. Like, it's just a completely different animal now, and that's not normal, and that's weird that this is like an issue that is so, I don't know, like known, and it should make everyone angry. So it's nice to be able to find a cool way to talk about it, to make people like, I don't know, maybe they'll start talking more about housing policy or housing issues, and then when they go to vote on election day, they'll think about it, or push for towns to build more housing. Like,
would you say this is the number one challenge for your generation?
Is housing 100%?
That's your number one thing.
100%. I mean, yeah, if you look at the pricing of it, like the wages have not gone up, but the housing prices, and it's what student loans are definitely an issue. I'm like, but I think that the housing crisis, a lot of my friends don't even want kids because they're scared about how much kids will cost.
Yeah, especially if they get into the sports.
Yeah, exactly. And just buying a house now, like my one of my relatives has a house in Dedham, and I was showing him a house like near them on their street that was so ugly, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Dedham, $829,000.
How many square feet
for
would you
what?
say?
Like, it was tiny and ugly. Like,
1,000.
Like, probably it was awful. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful.
That's definitely a northeast. It's a northeast. Like, but then don't you see? Have you looked at real estate in like Texas?
Yeah, I love to. It's my favorite thing to look at. But
because you can get a mansion for $300,000 with like 20 acres. I don't know how. I mean,
there's a lot of NIMBY laws here. Like, not in my backyard laws.
Yeah. Well, how does that relate to the pricing?
Because when there's stricter housing policy, like supply and demand, like my hometown, they're trying to build apartment complexes, and they keep on getting shut down because people are like, we don't need more traffic, we don't need more people in this town. What kind of people will these apartment complexes bring in? Sure. So then the demand is getting higher, and the supply is getting lower, so the cost of everything can be higher.
Yeah, so the red tape and all the permitting and all that stuff.
When I lived in DC is definitely cheaper than Boston, but there is no. I mean, I bet there's a little bit of a crisis. I felt like it was a lot easier for me to get housing in DC than it is here. And there's, wherever you look in DC, there's a new apartment complex being built, whether it's in the most expensive neighborhood or whether it's in the cheapest neighborhood. You looked around and there was a new building being built. I don't feel that way about Boston. For sure. There's a lot of, and I have a lot of family that works in real estate here, and it's just so hard to get stuff built here.
Yeah.
It's aggravating because it's a great city.
Although, like, the seaport is blown up.
Yeah, but the seaport, like, sucks. Like, it's like,
you don't like it?
It's a $6,000 like apartment. Like, there's like these wicked fancy.
Oh yeah. No. I used to work at a financial services company at World Trade Center.
I know where that is.
And I would look out the window
at the seaport
all the time. No, I look out the window, and you know what? You get the financial district horizon right there.
Yeah.
But there was nothing but. You can't get that now. Like, it was just parking lots, and
Well, it's good that more things are being built for sure.
Oh yeah, sure. But it's like, wow, all these parking lots are in the parking garages underground, and then they just blew it up. And I can't even navigate through that area. Like, I don't go there enough to know like where I am anymore. I'm like,
the thing with the seaport too, I think I would like working the seaport. Like, I have a lot of friends that work in the seaport. Living there, I feel like would just be tough because there's also like not a lot of transit there. So I like being near a train stop. So when I'm having drinks with my friends, I feel comfortable just taking the train home or Ubering home.
yeah, they get the Silver Line, which is weird because it's like
it stinks.
It's a bus.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not. Yeah, it's funny. It's like a 3-car bus. Looks like a. So when you go underground, you're just like in a little underground tunnel road. It's no tracks.
I usually just walk to South Station. I'm like, I quit. I don't just walk to South Station.
That's funny. So, do you want to do a sponsor read? I have 2
Sure.
of them. You want to do Royal Pizza or APC Pest Control?
Royal Pizza. I'm scared of
bugs.
Yeah.
Did you know when winter hits, the mice don't hibernate, they relocate? Yeah, and apparently your house is prime real estate. These little freeloaders are looking for warmth, snacks, and 0 rent. But that's where APC Pest and Termite Control comes in. Whether it's mice or insects trying to move into your house, APC knows how to show them the door permanently. They've been doing this since 1981, and they've even offering eco-friendly options for anyone who wants the pests gone while being mindful of the environment. So before you catch something scurrying by the fireplace that absolutely should not be there, head to apcpest.com and remember their slogan, knocking them dead since 1981. How old were you in 1981?
-19.
-19. Nice. I was 5. Go. Go ahead.
Okay. If you're looking for a place in Medfield that does pizza the right way, Royal Pizza is it. Everything starts with dough made fresh several times a day, homemade sauces and dressings, and 100% real cheese. Well, I hope so. Which is why their Greek-style pizza has become a local favorite. Add in a friendly, welcoming staff, and you've got a true neighborhood staple. They're also running a solid deal. Buy 2 large pizzas or 4 small pizzas and get a free Greek salad. What the hell, sure. So when you want a meal that's satisfying, affordable, and consistently good, head to royalpizzamedfield.com and keep it local.
There you go. It's funny that we live in a world now where if you offer real cheese, that's like a bullet point. That's like a sales.
Yeah, that's America. Thanks, Harv.
We are eating such shit.
I know.
I'm trying to get better. I've been like eating right. Do you care about what you eat? Or you
yes, big time.
Yeah.
Taco Bell 3 times a week.
Are you serious?
No, yes, I love Taco Bell.
Do
I
you?
actually eat mostly salads, but like there's a Taco Bell really close to my house. So.
What do you have for breakfast?
Usually just half a bagel because I'm not a big breakfast person. I'm a big fat dinner person. Like I want a massive dinner, small breakfast.
Interesting. I think it's supposed to be the other way around, right?
You know what?
Get all the carbs and the protein and all the energy, front load that, carry you through the day,
Yeah.
and then go light at night before bed.
Oopsie.
It seems to be working for. I don't take advice from me. I was pushing 200 pounds, and I should be 175.
Yeah.
I'm halfway back.
Okay, perfect.
But every year it happens. Halloween comes. My kids come back with a shitload of candy. I can't say no. I eat it. Sugar's addictive. I start eating more of it. Before you know it, I ate all of it. And now
they're like, Dad, where's my candy?
And then it's like you turn the corner. It's like, frick, now it's Thanksgiving. Who's going to eat all this pie? I guess I'll do it. And then you eat that. And then Christmas. It's just, by January, I just look in the mirror. I'm like, I'm gross. I need to do something. And then it takes me about a month or 2 to mentally prepare to change the comfortable lifestyle of not caring. You know what I mean? You probably don't. You probably don't know what it's like to have to say to yourself, okay, stop eating like crap, you know?
No, I do. I had to cutting back on, like I stopped. I feel like I was in a beer phase for a while and I cut back on beers and it's made a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because like a cool, like local craft beer is nice, but I didn't realize it really is like drinking a loaf of bread.
It really is.
It really
it's
is.
It's just carbs with no nutrients.
Yeah. And I'll even do like the non-alcoholic, so they're still, I mean, it's just wicked carby. So,
yeah. Cool.
Just like you.
What do you think of the podcast? Was it good?
Yeah. Wait, are we making officially done or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, we can keep going.
No. I'm saying good. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
She's got to totally go. So, hey guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
On
Small Town Scuttlebutt. Thanks. Like, share, follow. Especially share and follow.